Hey, 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 y'all. It's not really Friday, but we still gonna pretend that it's Friday, baby. And tonight we're gonna just talk about something real quick. As soon as our awesome co-host joins, and let's see if he comes on.
Hey,
Hey,
right?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Hi.
we hello.
Is my lighting not good? What's going on?
Yeah, it's a bit dark
It's
in
weird.
the background. I
It's okay.
think my background's a
This
bit
is
dark
gonna
as
be a
well,
short
actually.
live, babe.
Yes, sure.
Okay, so I can't even really remember what the title was called. I put
So
cultural
if
adjustments
yeah,
in international relationships. I don't
yeah, that's actually a great title. Actually, that's a great title.
really
Actually,
okay.
yeah, it was.
Okay,
Couldn't
so
have done better.
do the intro, babe.
So, hello everyone. This is Devann Edwards, aka Devann Connector, and my beautiful queen, Xavius Praylow, and we are the Lifestylists. And what's our mission? Our mission is to empower others to create a life of total freedom. That is emotional, health, location,
Time,
financial, time freedom. Time
emotion,
freedom is very key.
emotional freedom,
Emotional, yeah, we said it all.
babe. That's a terrible intro.
And health freedom, yeah.
That's not a good intro. Okay, stop playing it. You got this great
Oh, it's not.
intro.
It's yeah. It's,
Really,
it's five. It's 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. where I am at. So just bear with me. Bear with me, guys. But yeah. So today's topic
that's the intro.
is yeah. Wait.
Oh,
Should I start again?
yeah. Do it one more time so we can delete all this part.
You're funny. No, we don't have to leave this. Hello, everyone. My name is Devann Edwards, aka Devann the Connector, and this is my beautiful queen, Xavius Praylow, and we are the Lifestylists. And our mission is to empower others to create a life of total freedom. That being health freedom, emotional freedom, financial freedom, time freedom,
Travel.
and travel freedom. Location. How you doing? You see you doing. And yeah, so today's topic, as Xavius amazingly put it in the title above and below. Cultural adjustments in international relationships. Now this is a funny one. This is very funny. Brings back a lot of memories from when we actually first met, leading up to now. But yeah, do you wanna start with that?
Yes.
Because
So, whenever you are getting in a relationship, you don't really think about like I mean, I don't know. I don't really know y'all process and I didn't really think about it, but I think looking back is a few of the things that stood out is just how different he was. Like and then I remember in the beginning I didn't even like realize like the reason why like I would be he's more like chill, the man's more patient, more chill. But it was just some things that would just get on my nerves and I'm like, why? Like why does he like this? Why does he do this? Why is he whatever? And then it took me a while. I don't know how long. But then I was like, oh, it's because you literally are from a different part of the world. And it just like blew my
mm-hmm.
mind. So I'll give an example. I
And
remember like
different culture.
anytime like because
More
we traveled a lot and I remember when we would like try to find a hotel or just anytime like we would literally we'll be looking at different rooms and stuff and he would always be asking about a kettle and I'm like why is this man worried about the kettle I'm worried about is the bathroom clean like what the bathroom like and I'm funny about like different things like that but he would always be asking about a kettle and it took me a while but then I was like oh it's because like literally like that's a ritual like that's a part of his lifestyle like he drinks hot drinks all the time
mm-hmm.
no matter what season
Yep.
it is in the world I mean in the at the time So that was a huge culture shock for me because I'm like, bro, like you cannot be that thirsty, like, and then you always want a hot drink. Like it was just crazy to me.
Yeah, it's kind of funny as well because you know when people like the whole world, not just Americans, but like the whole world, they have this like notion that people from like Britain or whatnot, they just all about tea and crumpets and all these other things. Honestly, to be honest, I literally that's literally what I have like a lot of the time. Like like when I was growing up, crumpets were the stuff, you know.
Did I?
Crumpets and scones. Crumpets. You got the jam and toast. You know, that was staple. Literally, beans and toast, staple. It was actually staple. But yeah, it's funny. And I drank a whole lot of tea until now. We got a healthier coffee, which I now drink. I never drank coffee before this.
Yeah.
But
so whenever you remember, so what was your thought like? Whenever I was just so like why you always
yeah.
like how was your like what was going through your head when I was like kind of like what like questioning you and like just curious as to why you always needed a hot drink.
So for me, it always is like, oh, it just brings a realization like, oh, she doesn't get it at the moment. No, that's what. So I was like, oh, this is a teaching moment. So, that's how I view it. To me, that's like, oh, okay, let me tell you a bit more about the background, or so I just tell you a bit more about like our whole family, whole household drinks all the time. PG tips. People, a lot of people know about Tetley. I'm not a fan of Tetley. Tetley's not. It's not the one.
Who?
Tetley tea.
Oh yeah.
You know when they say that's yeah.
Yeah. So what was one thing that was like a culture shock for you to me? Like something that.
So one thing that tricked me out.
What?
Ooh, it's funny. Before I met you, I've known people from America. I've like talked to them all the time, but it's not until I met you and then like even like talking with like friends, family, everyone they say y'all. I'm like, does everyone say this? I was like, this can't be.
Yeah.
Everyone says y'all. And I've heard it too many. I was like, this don't make sense.
I think it's more
every sentence.
I think it's more of a
especially in like country like Virginia and.
Right, but I think it's more of a southern thing though. Like I'm from South Carolina.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And even when
you all
and
like.
It's true. No, and even no. Remember as well. I think it was Xaye when I was every time I was talking to him. And I'll be telling him about my stuff, and he'd be like, bet. I was like, what are we betting? What's bet?
But everything that tripped me out. But that's like his word. Like my word is what's my word?
No, but then ever since he started saying that, I was like, I started seeing other guys saying that as well. Bet. I was like, what?
It's like
that one tricked me out. Yeah. That one did trick me out.
Yeah, that's real quick. At one time when he was like, do y'all even have bears? Because you would be like, bear. Like,
oh yeah. So that's a funny thing about the London slang. Not many people know about the London slang actually. It's quite interesting. Yeah. We say bear a lot. Like, this is bear long. This is bear this and that. And then I remember your mom. That was the funniest.
My mom was like, you had a.
She almost had a heart attack. I was like, wait.
I had a whole conversation with her, and then she was like, a bear. Like, you didn't even. He was just
I was like, ain't no way a bear is here in MGM Studios in Las Vegas. No, I'm joking.
So what else? What to you?
What else would I say? Oh yeah, no. I think was another interesting thing is not only like you probably didn't you didn't deep that we actually listened to the same music. Like he's like, oh, you guys listen to that over there, and I was like, wait, this music's universal. Like
yeah,
it's everywhere.
Wait, yeah, but
and even that fact that you didn't even know where he was from, like, because in terms of like all your family just from South Carolina. But you didn't know anything else beyond that yet.
Hold on, wait.
And I was like, oh, wow.
I will say, but babe, I feel like you different because you very hip. Like you're very versatile, and you know, like a lot of genres and a lot of music. So that was, I'm like, okay, like that was kind of shocking because you know, like a lot of different artists and music. So that was cool. But I guess if you're a music head, I guess that is universal. So yeah.
Mm.
But hold on, while we're on the music, one thing that stood out to me is that when, and I don't know about any other, but when British people sing, y'all sing like if I like for instance, what's her name, Ella May. By her voice when she sing, you don't know where she from, but soon as she started talking, she, I'm like, oh, I'm like, so that was a shock to me to
Yeah.
that so many artists that I listen to are from or from Britain. So that was kind of cool. Okay, now switching. What was the next part? You just said something else.
Oh, what about everyone being from South Carolina
Yes,
and not you not
yes,
like
yes.
that one was
Uh,
interesting.
very.
That one I was like, wow.
That was a very interesting moment. Realizing that. So, do you want to tell the story? Tell the story.
Is what's the story?
No,
I'm not sure what the story is.
we were talking.
Oh, it's,
Well, no. It was when I had came to London, and one of your friends was just like, "Okay, where you're from?" And then I was like, "South Carolina."
oh yeah.
He was like, "Where's your family?" Y'all from South Carolina. And then he was like, "Wow." And he didn't really say anything. I guess he didn't want to insult me. But then you later told me
Mhm.
that he was just really shocked that I didn't know where I was from, like where I'm from, because like for instance,
Yeah, because that's actually a thing in London. So basically,
yeah,
oh, can you hear
you
me?
can finish.
Yeah, so so in London, like everyone know, like everyone, like let's say, especially in black people in African diaspora and everything, everyone knows where they're from. Like for example, you live in London your life, but like when people ask you where you're from, they'll be like, oh, Ethiopia, or they would say like, oh, Ivory Coast or thing. But no one questions it. We like no one questions saying, oh no, where's your parents from, or what's your, it's just a normal thing.
Mm.
Like we all just know, like we're like when people say where you from. I'm a bit different. I'll be like well, my parents are from Jamaica. I'm a bit different, but I'll say like, oh, my parents are from Jamaica. I was born here.
Yeah. And it's funny,
But if you ask about my origin, I was like, I'm pretty out of this world. But that's my story.
but that's funny because here, ask somebody where they're from, you be like, "Hey, wait, like where your people from?" But and then most of the time they'll be like, "I don't know if they try to be, uh, if they trying to be American." I've run into some people and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm from, I don't know, Texas or something," but good and darn well, so like, I'm playing. So that
For
was
real, especially when if you know where they're living as well. Like they said already, like, oh, where I live in Texas. No, I was like, but where you from?
yeah.
They'll be so puzzled. It's so funny.
Yeah, so that was a very, very like I was just like, wow. I'm not gonna lie, when we had that conversation and then also just going and experiencing your culture, it was just kinda like, man, like I just felt so disconnected. And even though I have not gotten like my DNA test yet, because I definitely wanna know like where my people are from. But that was just kind of like, wow, just how I don't know. It was just kind of like uncomfortable, but it wasn't like bad. It was just like,
Hmm.
man, like I don't really know. I don't know where my people from. Like I don't know. Like we know, but I don't know mine's personalized thing. Just to hear how like you said, it's a part of your um, it's a part of your lifestyle to be like, no, I'm from Jamaica. My parents are from Jamaica. Like you know your roots, and so I just
Hmm.
that was like wow, and I didn't even know, and I'm just like, oh, I'm from South Carolina, like all crazy. But anyways, okay. What else? What?
Well,
Ooh.
probably you can talk about like the dialect
Mhm.
in terms of like when you hear my family sometimes when we're actually speaking, like you hear like Jamaican accent, for example,
I'm getting.
or
I forgot
hello.
about that too. I'm getting really good. I can like understand it more. I'm gonna tell you about
Hmm.
it later. But
I still can't understand some of
huh?
what's going on. Remember that time when when your family came
Oh yeah,
around?
yeah.
They was talking together,
Hey,
and
tell the story.
I didn't know what they were saying. It was so
Story,
fast.
babe.
Hello,
Okay,
hello.
so Devann was here. He was here. We were at my house, and and then my family came. Like, so it was my mom, my aunt, my grandma, my little cousin, and my nephew. They all came up, and all at my house. And I can't, babe. I don't want to tell the story. You should tell the story. Well, anyways, and
I was too speechless to tell the story. I was like,
all in the and it was their first time meeting the man, whatever. But they were just chilling in the living room, and then they were just talking. They were just having conversation, talking. But then later that day or the next day, Devann was like, "Babe, I didn't know what your family was saying. I just kept hearing them say, mm-hmm."
that's the,
So
that's the one. Yeah.
like, we're from the country. Like, literally, our town is so small. Like, my town is so small, and so they were speaking like really, really country. And but the band did not understand anything they were saying. He just like, and the people from where I'm from, y'all know, like, whenever somebody's talking, you're just like, But it was just so funny. He was so like, babe, I don't know what they were saying. Like, it was like we were speaking to.
Because I've actually never witnessed that before. Never.
Yeah.
I've actually never.
He was just so shocked because he really didn't understand what my family was saying. Heard them say, kept saying it. They just kept saying. So that was just so funny. That was funny. Yeah. What else, babe?
So, I don't know if you want to talk about Christian when he did it. I was like, wow.
I will say,
Side note.
one thing that was a shock to me about your family is, and I don't know if it's because, like, your parents are older and you're like, I don't know if it's because of that, but just how, like, your family they mind their own business. And I was just like, wow, like, it was just so shocking because, like, for instance, when you come around my family, they be asking you so many questions, like, you know what I'm saying? But then whenever I met your mom and everybody, it was just like, they're just like, oh, hi, how do you like Europe? You know what I mean? It was just like very like
Yeah.
you good, we not about to drill you. But even whenever I was there, even when I was there, I didn't feel like I was being judged. I don't know if being out, people looking at you sideways, especially after they find out you from America. But I when I was there, I just felt like everybody mind their own business. I didn't feel like I got any weird stares. I felt like I fit in. And then, like I said, interacting and communicating with your family, it's like they just, they'll be like, hey, whatever. They'll get to know you, but it's not like intrusive or making you feel like, dang, like I gotta prove myself.
Yeah.
So even with your friends, like, they were kind of intrigued, like, oh my gosh, you from America, but it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't like too much, or like, and low key, my family is like low key petty, and they like, nosy. So
It's like they acknowledge it, and then it's like, okay, let's get into just some real conversation. That's normal.
yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten good vibes from both your family and friends. It was just like, okay. So I mean, that was very interesting, especially, like I said, even I never felt like awkward, like I was being judged or anything. When we went to different places and stuff. And when I went to London, it was just so, or just it. Well, I don't know. When we went to Rome, it was a little. I don't know. I felt like they have like a kind of intense.
Yeah, they know too much about us. They know something. I don't know. It's dead. Yeah, they were a bit weird.
But when I was in London specifically, just how diverse it is. I did not. I mean, obviously, I know, like, people are everywhere, like, no matter the race. But I was just so shocked. It was literally like a melting pot of everybody. Like, there were Asians, there were, Black people. There were just so many different races there. That just blew my mind. That blew my mind because I was not expecting. But then it was weird because everybody had your British accent. Or even whenever we went to Rome, like when we saw that, you remember when we went to the hotel and then the guy who checked us in, he was Asian. I don't remember where he was from. but he had a French.
Oh yeah.
He had an accent.
Yeah.
That just blew my mind. I'm like, wow, I've never seen an Asian with a French accent.
Yeah, that was He was Asian Italian. I was like, what the nonsense? Even I was kind of shocked.
I mean, why I say French? I'm in Italian.
Yeah, Italian, Asian Italian guys. Imagine.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know why am I talking French. Oh, I think
And he's actually lived in Italy all his life. That's the crazy part.
because your mom is French. I'm like, why am I saying French so much? It's because your mom is learning French. That's why I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that Asian guy had an Italian accent. That blew my mind. What else? Oh, I will say another thing is just realizing how fresh y'all food is. That blew my.
Oh yes.
And my favorite.
That part.
Like one of my friends, she told me, she was like, I love coming to America and eating McDonald's because you can taste all the bad stuff in it. So that just blew my mind. Like even whenever were we in Amsterdam when we had at McDonald's?
No, it was Rome. Oh snap! My phone's about to die. You know.
Whenever the
Yo, Xaye, my phone's about to die. I didn't even realize.
Whenever we is it about?
Did you hear me?
I stop.
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds.
Well, that's the end of this episode.
Okay, guys, take care.
Do another.
Don't like and subscribe.
Have a great day.
All right, take care. Part two coming soon.